Guys, normally I don't do reactions to videos, but I absolutely had to react to this video because I'm gonna let y'all listen to the video or a little bit of a clip of the video, and then I'm gonna give my feedback. So just listen.
Y'all, stuff don't gotta be so expensive. You go to the grocery store now, like $100 is nothing. $100 going to the grocery store is nothing but some eggs, one pack of ground beef, and that's it. Maybe a bottle of water. That's it. And I heard that people are now renting out storage units and living in them. And I don't blame them people because, honey, rent so high now. What is cheap? Well, how much you rent out a storage unit? Maybe $100 to $200 starting out. At least the smaller storage versus what 13, 14, 15 to 2,000. You come out cheaper renting out a storage unit. Some people living in hotels, probably coming out cheaper doing that. Rent is so high, y'all, and that's not even. I'm in Atlanta.
Okay, so that was just a clip, and I want to say she is absolutely correct. Now she lives in Atlanta. I live in the DMV. For those of you that don't know the DMV is DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Okay. I live in the Maryland part of DMV. And it is crazy how the rent prices have gone up dramatically, but the pay that people are receiving has not gone up. Um, and none of that, right? So I am a full-time business owner. Been like that for about 5 years. What people don't really understand is, especially if you are a business owner that is their business is not a necessity, it's more of a want, a desire to have those items or those luxuries. It also creates problems for us as business owners, right? So my job is I do custom work. I do custom hand painted piggy banks, custom shoes, custom tote bags. I also do a service based business. I'm a face painter, and then um, I also do like workshops, including like brunches and stuff of that nature. Just business, like business workshops and stuff like that to help business owners to get to their next level of success, right? Through the things that I've learned and everything of that nature. What people don't realize is because my business is a luxury, right, to have, or most of my businesses are luxury unless you're a business owner. I feel it's not a luxury to come to the events and learn the knowledge, right? By them having all these prices up and not doing something about it, it still affects a lot of business owners. But even if you're not a business owner, how do they expect you to live in the right side of the law when starting off, I'm a single mom as well, right? So I'm a single mom, you know, I started over a lot of things during the pandemic, as most of us have. So I'm starting over and going off. So I have two kids. So right off the bat, I'm going to need at least a 2 bedroom, right? I'm going to speak for my area that I know, right? In Maryland, right? So, which is I've lived in PG County and I also have lived in Anne Arundel County, right? So you can get a perspective. If you're not from the DMV, look it up. If you are from the DMV, you already know the deal. So going there, living a decent part for a 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath, you're starting off at 18, 19, $2,000 or more in different areas. This it can go up, tremendously. But they're charging more for food, more for gas, and more for rent. So people are really struggling, and that is a problem. How is it that there is no structure around how much these people are charging for rent, and it goes up and up and up? So if you start there, don't mean you go in there, right? So when you go into an apartment, a lot of times how it works, and I don't know if it does work this way in other states, I can only speak for the state that I live in. You can start off at 18, 19, $2,000, but every year they're going to bump it up a percentage. And it's like almost like I already started off paying a bunch of load of money, only to have to keep paying more and more and more and more. It's just crazy. Like, and that's why she also spoke on people in her area are living in storage units. Now, it's not so much here because there's a lot of regulations in place, or at least from what I know. But I had to move my business stuff into the storage unit because it was cheaper for me to have it there than to have it an actual suite. Because what happens is even the suite prices are going up. right? And if you have all these other things that are going up, people don't pay for the luxury items as they did before. Now, I've been blessed in my face painting business to get more and more clients. I am very grateful for that. But these rent prices have got to go, they have got to get into control, because anybody who's trying to be successful has that more of an issue in certain states. Not every state is the rent prices, but I'm speaking for, she spoke for Atlanta, and now I'm speaking for the DMV. There's got to be a better way. And I just had to tap into this because I'm experiencing the same thing. I'm looking for a new place in a new area, and I'm finding these apartments because I want to live in a certain area. I'm almost hitting the $2,000 mark, and that's for a 2 bedroom. And I'm actually looking for a 3 bedroom, right? Because even though my oldest son, he goes back and forth because he's older, he's grown, right? I still want him to have a space that he can, relax in. Or I want to have a crafting room for myself, and I still have to have my child. I believe in, the children at a certain age and a certain distance apart. My oldest son is over 18. My youngest son is 9. My oldest son is 19. So I would like them to have separate spaces. Although I know that's a luxury because they can very well, when he does come share a room, however, I still would like a crafting with it, and that's a luxury too. But I shouldn't even have to pick for, because the rent is so expensive. It has to be a better way. Okay. And I wanted to also say this. Not only is the rent prices going up, but the food prices, the gas prices, the restaurants prices, even though I know restaurant is a luxury, prices are all going up, right? But you know what's not going up? How much people get paid a year, how much people get paid an hour, how much when you go into looking for a job, how much they're, starting you off at. Even though I have been working as a full-time business owner for the last 5 years, I do know people that are 9 to 5ers, and their wages are not going up. Their annual salaries are not going up. But the rent's going up, the food and the gas and all those things. I just find it so interesting that they're, and you know who people I'm talking about, right? They don't see an issue with the wages not going up if everything else is. It's almost like a lot of people were barely making it before, so you're not even imagining what they're going through now. You know what? I want you guys to comment below what state you're in. Is your rent going up? Is your gas prices and food going up? And if it is going up, is your wages going up? If it's not going up, where you live at? Because we trying to figure out where to go. So y'all comment below. I just had to tap into this conversation because this one hit home for me. All right, y'all. I see y'all later. I see y'all in the next video.